I don't have boots on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Chévere.
No se para, es posible. Disculpa yo.
No hay problema, es que me robaron la ropa.
¿Cómo, hombre? They stole his clothes. Grab my bag.
I need a hand, so when people start coming, I have to be able to push record.
How's everybody doing? Share this video. It's extremely important that you guys share this video. This is important information regarding the caravan, how the 8th day of coverage. We decided to stay and follow up the caravan. This is the 8th day of coverage over here. Acacoyacan, or something like that. It is where we're stationed at. It's around how many miles?
It is 10 miles about.
10 miles about the last city that they were located at. We're going to hear Música right now ask questions.
Lo único que vinieron es a quebrar la caravana y le pedimos que protegiera al menos las 60 mujeres embarazadas. Solo a ellas y a los que tenían bebé de mano. Dijo que no, que tiene que ser en grupo, que tiene que ser, y que las mujeres embarazadas, si les daban la visa, tenían que irse a otra ciudad cárcel. Solo cambiarían de cárcel, no de carcelero. Siguen siendo cárceles, aunque les llaman albergues abiertos, pero no pueden salir de la ciudad. ¿Saben que este es igual que Tapachula? ¡Vámonos! Hay que limpiar la basura. Cuando limpien la basura vamos a salir a las 6 y caminaremos solamente unos 10 kilómetros.
In English. It's okay? Okay. So what is the circumstance right now? What is going on? We heard that it was an agreement between the Institute National Immigration and you guys, and that the caravan was going to break up, and there were some permits that it was going to be given. Can you give us a breakdown in the decision that you have?
It's false. It's false. We asked them to just get papers. We are not going to the U.S. We're going to Mexico City. But the problem with this is they go to a place where they can't get out of the city again. They have papers that cannot be, for the local space.
But the majority of them want to go to the United States?
Do the majority? I don't know. The majority, they say they want to go to Mexico City.
Okay.
They know. ¿A dónde vamos? A la Ciudad de México. ¿A dónde vamos? Ciudad de México. Todos saben a dónde vamos, todos saben lo que estamos pidiendo.
¿Qué arreglo fue entre el Instituto
No
Nacional de
hubo
Migración?
un arreglo. El Instituto Nacional de Migración no tiene ni la resolución, no quiere dejarnos. Lo que pasa es que si nosotros, aceptamos supuestamente lo que no es una propuesta, sino es una decisión de quebrar la caravana, es que no llegaríamos al Senado y al Congreso, que es donde se hacen las leyes, donde podemos realmente negociar con alguien que tenga poder resolución. No podemos negociar con el carcelero, porque el carcelero, la única opción que te da es más cárcel.
¿La caravana continúa entonces?
La caravana continúa, como dijimos, hasta la Ciudad de México.
In English for me? Is the caravan continuing on?
It's continuing to Mexico City.
Okay, thank you.
There you have it, people. There was was a strong speculation. For everybody, I will turn the camera around, but it's getting the atmosphere and the energy between the caravan is getting a little bit respite now. It's not like it was before. The situation and the animosity and also the energy in the caravan is getting every day more difficult. We are going to walk through the half of the football field, and I will flip the camera right now so I can tell you what is going on, what has been going on, and what is the current situation right here. Buenas tardes. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue right here, live. 8 day of coverage. 8 day of coverage. Border Anywhere News, Real America's Voice News. Miss Allie Bradley also bringing you live coverage for the 8th day in Acacoyacan, Chiapas. It is around 20 miles from where we were located at yesterday. As you heard right now, the caravan was supposedly going to disintegrate today as the Institute National of Immigration started spreading the rumor that they came to an agreement with the migrant caravan. What was the agreement? That they were going to provide permits and they were going to provide visa of transit for the migrants to stay in 5 states in the south border. Which are these 5 states? Between Oaxaca, Yucatan, Puebla, also it was Guerrero. All these states were providing, they were going to provide help and visa of transit for the women, for the children, specifically first. So what the Institute National of Immigration strategically wanted to do, it is to break up the caravan, and ultimately then later on is a strategy that they have done before, and this is my opinion, that later on they will encapsulate the men, detain the men, and then deport the men. And they have done it before multiple times. And they promised the women and the children and the pregnant women to have the permit and the visa of transit for them to stay in places where they can obtain a job. Now, this tells you, number one, that the purpose of the caravan is to go all the way to Ciudad de Mexico. Number two, there's a lot, the caravan is getting dangerous little by little. There's people that they are, not friendly. The energy, it is getting difficult by the day. And ultimately the caravan is their men are getting tired. So this strong speculation of the caravan right here that we're located, as we are going to give you live raw footage right now for every single one of you. This strong speculation that it was already divided and that we're going to be stopped. As you heard, the leader, Irineo Mujica, has said, no, we're not going to stop. We're going to go all the way to Ciudad de Mexico. So this caravan is going to continue, people. It's going to continue. 8 days we have been traveling with the caravan, and the situation is getting exacerbated, surpassing the laws and surpassing every checkpoint, as migrants also, they are about to deliver themselves, self-surrender. There's a migrant that he tried to self-surrender earlier, and he went to the authorities and he said, I'm trying to self-surrender. I don't want to continue anymore. And the authorities said, you know what? We don't want it. We don't want you to self-surrender. Only one? No, we want the whole group. Look at that. The Institute National of Immigration not accepting one person that wants to self-surrender. If it is not the whole group, they will not accept that. So this is continuously converting into really a conflictive situation where you have women, pregnant women, and children that they are under these horrible conditions, and that they supposedly offer them a visa of transit and a visa to stay, but they don't want to stay. They want to continue the caravan to Ciudad de Mexico. Now, ultimately, I ask a question right now to Irineo Mujica, but everybody wants to go to the U.S. No, everybody wants to go to Mexico. He's not going to say that because there will be strong implications, and ultimately it will be an alarming situation to the United States borders. So he's not going to say that, but we all know that the number one purpose of this current, caravan is to ultimately go to the United States of America. The majority of them, they want to go. If I go one by one, people, and if I start asking every single one of them, all of them, they're going to respond, I'm going to the United States. It's not like I want to stay over here and I want to stay in Mexico and build a great, build a great life over here in this country. They don't want to stay over here. They want to get to the United States of America. Now, I want to ask Irineo Mujica about the $450,000 proposal that Joe Biden just released and that he wants to do as a reparations, you can call it, for the migrants, for the suffering, supposedly, and the trauma that they have suffered of persecution and separation of the family during this time. So share this video out. We will flip the camera. Day 8 of the caravan, as we are going to walk a little bit. We're not going to get into central and middle parts. Reason why is that it's getting little by little more difficult.
Because of me. Hi, everybody. Isn't Oscar doing a fantastic job? He's also keeping me safe at the same time. He is a wonder, for sure. Give him a round of applause, please.
That's Ali Bradley. And we are going to, that's Telemundo over there, our colleagues of Telemundo working, broadcasting of the caravan. Stay with me, please. And it's getting more difficult by the time. This is... Right there, over there. This is the park. It is called Acacoyacan. And it is 20 miles away from where we were at. I believe that we were at Escuintla. A little bit farther than that. It was a little town. And ultimately now, we have this current situation, which is getting little by little exacerbated and difficult. Day 8, people. Like this video, share this video so we can break these algorithms. And we can continue with our live feed. Kelly. I will explain this current situation now. They have said that the caravan continues to be the quantity of 5,000. You see clothing on the bottom. These people are getting, little by little tired, exhausted. So we go in the middle part, and you take some beer. All right? Grab my bag, please. You got it? Here it is. Ready? Okay, walk away. Got it?
We need to go put on our military boots, bro.
We'll take a change right now.
I know.
I didn't understand what he was saying. We're just walking in the middle of the of this now camp. Again, they're camping out in the same situation that is basically on every park. Yeah, that's what. In every park and every like little. The number, grab my bag. The number is growing. This is huge. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we get a look closer?
Hold on.
Can you guide me? He's going all the way down in that hole. I'd like to see what's happening.
He's getting into a shower. He's showering.
Yeah, but there's people down there.
No, it's a pila. It's called it's a pile of water. There you have water. ¿Puedo grabar ahí como van metiendo agua, como están sacando agua? ¿Sí? ¿Sí?
Háganle todo bien, así grabe, mis panas que más vamos a hacer.
Go around, Ale.
¿No gusta el agua bañándolo?
Ya.
¿Allá pozo?
Es un pozo. ¿Están sacando agua?
Sí, sacando agua.
A ver, ahí te voy.
Un balde. Sí, pero me ocupaste el balde.
¿Sacar más? ¿Va a sacar más?
Getting water out.
Dale, yo lo cuido.
Agarra dos, pero me los lleva esto, ¿eh? ¿Usted ocupaba agua? ¿Para?
We already put it in a tent. All right. You ready? Where you wanna went? Where? How you wanna went? Okay, jump. All right. You need more B-roll? That's it?
Yeah.
Let me take you to the car so you can do your thing. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? We're gonna go to the car. I'm gonna continue the live feed. I have to take Allie, grab my bag, please. Gotta take Allie to the car as she is going to be live. If you guys want to see and watch her, she's going to do a hit with News
Nation.
News Nation.
With Leland Vittert, and it's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern time.
7 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to do a great take as we are going to put her in the middle of the whole hurricane, so she will do a great hit. This is how it looks from outside.
Can you, so one of the people that we talked to, one of the gentlemen that we talked to is saying, no. One of the people that we talked to
Hold on.
when he went to immigration, he was trying to turn himself into an immigration official, and the immigration official said, we don't want one, we want all or nobody. Do you know about that? Is there truth to that as far as the people that are kind of self-surrendering to get the paperwork?
Yeah, they said that. We asked him, can we just try to say no, all or one?
All or none?
All or none. They won't take one, two, just the women, just the children. It's a package. Whether you all take it or you don't take it.
Okay, and if you don't take it, does that mean that it means the caravan goes on? Or if you do, it stops?
They don't have anything serious. The caravan is going to Mexico City because we're trying to advocate for something. You know, we're trying to advocate for documents for the people in Tapachula to go faster. And if we do that, we're just trying to take care of these people when we have a demand. This is a march to Mexico City for the people that are also staying over there. But they are saying not, even if you try to turn yourself, they won't take it.
Okay, have you heard about the proposition from the Biden administration about the $450,000 for migrant families separated at the border in 2018? I know that you know about that caravan as well. Now they're talking in talks about giving $450,000 to family members. What do you think about that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so
I don't know why they're giving money, but who's getting money or what's the reason purpose? I have no knowledge of
It's
it.
reparations for potentially causing trauma to the families that were separated in 2018 at the U.S. border.
Well, they should give something for the trauma that's going on here. Maybe López Obrador can something.
Primero el
I don't
presidente.
know.
Una pregunta. No sabe lo que
entiendo.
está sucediendo en Tijuana ahorita en estos momentos. El campamento migrante de más de 2.500 personas. Llegó la presidenta municipal, quiso llegar a un acuerdo con ellos. El acuerdo era de que se fueran albergues, no querían los migrantes y cercaron alrededor del campamento migrante en estos momentos. Ya los tienen cercados en un espacio básicamente en el paso peatonal del Chaparral. Tú conoces bien el Chaparral. ¿Qué opiniones tienes acerca de eso? No sé si has escuchado algo.
Yo la verdad no sé nada qué está pasando en el Chaparral, no sé las condiciones en que están, pensé que ya las veces es eso, que les den los documentos para que trabajen, porque muchas de esas gentes no tienen. Te aseguro que si tienen trabajo a veces se encuentran la manera, pero si solamente está la solución de que les den visas a todos ellos para que trabajen como lo hicimos anteriormente. ¿Te acuerdas que pusimos un campo?
Sí.
Y de ese campo se les dio documentos a todos y se les ofreció trabajo y muchos lo tomaron y muchos se disolvieron en la sociedad. Pero si no les dan otra alternativa, o sea, definitivamente el problema es que ahí creo que también hay mucho mexicano, ¿no?
Sí, hay mucho mexicano y también en los campamentos, Irineo, ya se está, en particular, se está exacerbando ya la situación con la distribución de narcóticos. Ya has visto tú que entra gente de la línea, entra gente del canal, entra gente y pone en peligro. ¿Qué opinión tienes acerca de eso de los campamentos? ¿Hubo acoso ya a un menor? ¿Hubo una desaparición, un intento de secuestro?
La verdad es que con lo peligroso que está en Tijuana, a mí me ha tocado ver que es una de las ciudades más peligrosas del mundo. Hay 4 carteles que se están pelando todo el tiempo. Realmente, o sea, uno de los últimos lugares que yo le recomiendo a alguien a ir es a Tijuana, porque realmente, o sea, es una ciudad que es de la frontera y que es muy, muy peligrosa por el narcotráfico, más que por los migrantes, por el narcotráfico.
Lo último, Irineo, antes de que te vayas, la opinión acerca de las mujeres. En este momento tienes más de 60 y un poquito de 60 y pasaditos de mujeres embarazadas la condición en estos momentos de ellas, porque es increíble estar caminando. Llegar hasta Arriaga, te falta un poquitito para llegar a la frontera de Arriaga. ¿Cómo van a ser las condiciones físicas para ellas?
Les hemos pedido, por eso era la cuestión, como dijo tu compañera, les pedimos que les dieran solamente a ellas, y no quisieron, o sea, realmente, o sea, ellos saben que a nosotros nos interesa poder resolver la situación de ellas, entonces Migración dice no, o todos o ninguna, y no les importa si es uno, porque yo les digo, tomen la situación de o sea, y ustedes si estaban ahí, cuando dijimos que se lo tomaran, todos dicen no, pero por ejemplo hay algunas personas que lo tomarían, pero no quieren, o sea, quieren a todos o a ninguno.
Bueno,
So
muchas gracias.
one second before I go, can you get on this camera? So can you tell me, I asked you 2 days ago, did the Biden administration reach out to you yet? You said you were willing to talk to them. Has any government official reached out to you?
They don't reach out.
What do you want from them?
What do I want from them?
From
We're
anyone.
not going to the Americans. So what do I think they should do? I think they should pressure Mexico to do its job.
Gracias, Irineo.
Gracias.
Ahora yo.
It's got too hot.
A mí no.
So we're walking to the car. The energy gets a little bit over here, Ali. Grab my bag.
I'm kind of, my phone just got way too hot.
Yeah. Don't let go of my bag. Especially right there.
Okay. I gotta get all this footage to them.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You do your thing. I'll keep doing my life. I will explain right now what Irineo just said to every single one of us. It is extremely important for everybody to know the question about the reparations, the $450,000 reparations. And also what he thinks about what is going on in Tijuana right now with the migrant camp that is ultimately the migrant camp in Tijuana has been encapsulated. They put a fence around the whole migrant camp for migrants to not leave, and they have not been cooperating. Although they have not been cooperating, a health supporter, a health volunteer from the health department got stabbed. Yesterday got stabbed trying to help the migrant camp to be moved. So we're going to continue the live feed. We are going to walk a little bit, give you guys practically an exclusive. I'm going to do a stand right now, but as soon as we we're going to be outside.
Okay.
Their AC is right there.
Thank you.
Water
Thank you
is-
guys. I got mine. You get
behind.
yours. Maybe you should
Okay.
drink some of yours.
You good?
Bueno.
All right, okay, let's go. All right, I'll be right here. So let me just flip the camera. Let me put my tripod right here, people. So you guys can understand what has been going on in this current situation. The statements that were released right now by Irineo Mojica. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue right here, live, 8 days of coverage in the migrant caravan. 8 days consistently of coverage of the migrant caravan. And ultimately, right now, the migrants, they're exhausted. They're tired, and they want a solution. Number one is they want a solution. Number one thing. As the women, 60 plus pregnant women, more than 50 unaccompanied minors. Not only that, more than 2,200 kids. That this is they're saying that this is the caravan of the children. And ultimately from there, you will see a lot of men. But what happened right now? This is what happened right now. Is I'm going to stand right here in the middle of the so I can give you a better view. This is what actually happened. They moved from this particular place of Escuintla, and they started moving to Acacoyacan. That is this municipal city. When they arrived here, Institute National of Immigration was here. And the Institute National of Immigration came to a negotiation with them. They tried to negotiate and said, we are going to give you all the visa transit, but you guys have to go back to shelters. Ultimately, they did not like that because they want to go to Mexico. But a lot of them, if you ask them, they want to go to the United States of America. So Mexico, it is like a stepping stone. Ciudad de Mexico is like a stepping stone that from there, let's see if the caravan stops or if it does not stop. Now, Irineo Mojica is the leader of the caravan. He just said, if they're going to try to negotiate with us, it's going to be permits to everybody. It's not going to be specifically permits just for women and children. We want permits for every single one of us. That didn't came to an agreement. And now that didn't came to an agreement, you have this situation, which every single one of them is saying, we are not going to be separated. They try to give the permits to women and children. The women and children, they were going to go first. And now ultimately, there's no agreement between the women and children. And basically, not only that, but there's no agreement also with the men, the military age men, that they are the ones that they are saying, you are not going to separate us to the Institute National of Immigration. Now, let me just give you an idea of what is going to happen. Now, we asked Irineo, what is your number one thought right now as what you are going to do? He said, we are going to continue all the way to Ciudad de Mexico. Also, Ms. Allie Bradley just asked the leader of the caravan, Irineo Mojica, what are his thoughts specifically on the $450,000 reparation that it was put by Joe Biden right now. And he said, and he quoted, I don't know why he's giving out money. I don't know why he's giving up money to people, but he should give up money to these people that they're over here suffering and walking. That was his thoughts. Also, he was asked if he knew about what was going on in the migrant caravan, in the migrant camp in Tijuana. His answer was, I don't know what is going on over there in the migrant camp, but I thought that everything was clear in Tijuana. I will tell every single one migrant over here that it's not a safe place to migrate to Tijuana. It is one of the most dangerous places to migrate to Tijuana. Tijuana has 4 cartels fighting for the plaza, and it is a really dangerous place to migrate. So I will not recommend migrants going all the way to Tijuana. I said about the migrant camp, there's distribution of narcotics, there is sexual assault towards children and women. What is his thoughts on this? He said, this is a dangerous place to migrate, Tijuana. It is one of the most dangerous places in the world to go establish a migrant camp. I don't know why migrants go and try to establish themselves in that particular place. Unbelievable that this is continuing. Now, people are getting tired. Little by little, we have said that the energy is getting, the energy is getting tense. And the relationships are getting respite between them, not between press, between them. The energy is getting...
See right here. Okay, we're good. So, how's everybody doing? We're going to finish the live feed. It gets the phone it overheats, and apparently they're going to move at 6 o'clock. So that is what I'm getting from information. They're going to move from 6 o'clock. This it's copyright. They're going to move at 6 o'clock to another municipal city. The problem right here, people, is that the phone overheats, and it is really difficult to broadcast when the phone is overheating consistently. So I apologize for that. It is not my fault. It is climate conditions and this humidity. You guys can imagine, I lasted 25 to 30 minutes on this live feed and it got overheated. So imagine how hot it is on this particular place. And you got women, pregnant women, children, a lot of women, and more than 2,200 children. That's supposedly the number that basically is given. The most important thing that it was on this interview of Eddie Nail, he clarified what is happening actually in the caravan. Number one. Number two, that specifically he talked about the division between the Institute National of Immigration and also the caravan. That is, ultimately it was a false agreement. They approached them, but it was never an agreement. There was never an agreement that we will go in. There was a proposition. We will give you visas to the women and the children, but we are not going to give, you know, if it's all of them or it's none of them. And even you have cases where they try to self-surrender and they were not accepting them because they are the Institute National of Immigration. And I will say, due to an incident that we had recently, it over here in Tapachula, and I will call it like it is a terrible organization. They are really confused. They're extremely confused. They don't know how to handle not only Mexicans, they don't know how to handle human beings. And I'm being one of them, that the Institute National of Immigration of Mexico, it is conflictive and it is really divided. That is the number one reason. Everybody has their own perception of how to analyze. They don't have a system, and they don't have a correct to address every different situation. Another question that was given to me in my life is, and I will let Ali, if he can, she was asked about the $450,000 that Joe Biden wants to give in reparations. So Ali, what did he tell you about that?
So he said, well, number one, he said he hadn't heard about it. He's been on the road, to be fair. He's been traveling, so he hasn't really been up on the news apparently. But he was saying that, because he didn't have any idea about it, and he said he didn't understand why they would be getting any kind of reparation. But he said that our administration and people need to be giving base reparations to these people who are going through trauma and experiencing what they're going through, and like there's a bigger issue than happened then, and it still hasn't been
Do you
fixed.
feel that it's confusing because he's saying, okay, we want to go to Mexico, but the majority of these people, they don't want to stay in Mexico. They want to go to the United States.
Yeah, I mean, we've asked him that too. Like, don't they deserve to know if their claims aren't valid? Don't they, don't they have that issue right there? And he has been maintaining that more than half want to stay. And I said, so you know that more than half, or that at least half want to go to the U.S. And he said, well, that's up to them. And that's kind of what he's been doing. It's kind of putting it back on them.
Yeah, I think that his responsibility ends in Ciudad de Mexico. Like, he promised that take them there.
He didn't say anything about taking them to the U.S.
And, yeah, he said about the Ciudad de Mexico. So that's one of the things that I'm like, okay, the guy is being, in a way, honest.
I mean, honest as far as that goes, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, when you talk to, just as Oscar was saying, when you talk to any of the migrants, I have only talked to probably 2 out of how many have we spoken to that have said they're content staying in Mexico. They're content maybe staying in Monterrey and things like that. Do you want to drive and all home?
No. I'm gonna end the live right now because
cool.
we gotta edit some video, people.
Yes.
And we have to do a hit right here. So I will be live at Real America's Voice News possibly later on today or tomorrow. And for you guys to be watching Real America's Voice News, follow me on Facebook. Day 8 days of coverage. Nobody else. Miss Allie Bradley and myself. 8 days of coverage of the Caravan, bringing you consistently raw footage and updates of this caravan of 5,000 people. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. Subscribe to everything that he has right now on social media as censorship. They're trying to cancel culture. Our partner and our reporter from Border Network News, a great individual that has exposing the borders in the United States. Follow also Ben Berquan, the great Captain America. Follow him in Real America's Voice News. Follow Real America's Voice News. Follow Miss Allie Bradley and all her platforms. And also follow myself, Telegram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube as Oscar L. Blue. God bless you all. I will come back later on tonight. Stay safe. And like we always say, peace and love. And always your country's first. God bless.